Well, 4 years after its opening, Westfield Sports Complex Grand Park just keeps getting more grand. Bill Benner has the story in this week's Inside Indiana Sports. Bill?
Gary, thanks. Westfield's burgeoning multi-sports complex has added yet another tenant, ProAx Athletic Development, which last week broke ground of a 60,000 square foot facility that will offer training, rehab, injury prevention, and instruction to athletes of all ages and a wide variety of sports. The concept of this all-inclusive facility comes from former Indianapolis Colts Justin Snow, Dan Muir, and Curtis Painter. And here to discuss is the City of Westfield Mayor Andy Cook's Chief of Staff, Todd Bertrand. And Todd, welcome to the program. And yeah, it just keeps getting bigger and better, and this ProAx development is the latest example of that.
It is, Bill. Thank you for having me today.
And talk about, again, an all-inclusive 60,000 square foot facility. And if you're an athlete of any age with any kind of goal in mind, they can take care of you.
Yeah, ProAx is very complementary to Grand Park and in our concept of youth sports. And I think with ProAx being on campus, being a strategic partner of ours, it just complements what we're doing as giving opportunity to young athletes of all ages, all levels, and all disciplines.
This will be the first ProAx facility to be built, and did they just naturally gravitate to Westfield because of the presence of Grand Park?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think the energy that we have there, our desire to be the single point destination for travel youth sports, we're doing an excellent job at tournament play and having a safe and great experience for our families that travel to Westfield, and ProAx being an additive to that will just make us even better in the marketplace.
Yeah, and again, you see the kids everywhere, not just in Westfield, but throughout central Indiana when these events are going on. The Colts have announced that they're going to have their training camp there. The Pacers have the Pacers Athletic Center at Grand Park. I mean, it's really not just for youth. It's gone beyond that.
Yeah, the business of sports as a whole. There's tournament play on the diamond and field sports, but having the Colts as a strategic partner for the next 10 years, hosting their training camp and elevating not only Grand Park, but that brand association with the Indianapolis Colts. Pacers Athletic Center is a fine example because of Grand Park. It was built and now is an attraction for top-level athletes even to come to Westfield.
2 million visitors a year.
That's right.
About $120 million in regional economic impact.
That's right.
You know, I know a lot of people looked at Mayor Cook a few years ago and said, "Andy, you're nuts." And now people are saying, "Andy, you're pretty darn smart." You guys were way ahead of the curve on this.
That's right. Travel youth sports, according to some sources, is a $15 billion a year industry. And Westfield, under Mayor Cook's leadership and our city council, knew that we had to create an economic base. And we did that with youth sports. And here we have Grand Park today.
And you mentioned before we went on the air that this is kind of the next, with ProAx, and this is kind of the next evolution as you begin to, we've got this great facility and this great complex, but now we're seeing where we can take it.
That's exactly right. Again, the business of sports beyond tournament play, research, development, obviously with ProAx, national governing bodies. We're eager to have those conversations with any industry, any sport that would like to maybe make Grand Park their home. We'll have that conversation.
And the possibility, and we emphasize possibility, of partnering with the YMCA, the school corporation, and perhaps the city of Westfield on an aquatics complex.
Yeah, it's a very unique tri-party relationship in reducing duplication in facilities, and so pooling resources with the YMCA, the school corporation, the city as strategic partners just blends right into our whole energy of Grand Park.
Yeah. Well, what's the leave behind now? You have a message that you like to leave people with.
Yeah, our desire and ambition is to be the single point destination for travel youth sports in the United States of America.
Well, I think you're off to a heck of a start. So we would thank you for being on the show, Todd Bertrand.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you, Mayor Andy Cook, and the city of Westfield moving forward.
Thank you.
Gary, back to you.